What it is, YouTube. It's your boy Silver Trunks 2, clocking in for some more Sparking Zero, and today we're gonna be showing y'all the tools y'all gonna need to pull off some successful Z counters in this new patch of Sparking Zero. The tools I'm talking about, as shown in the first example, first one is gonna be timing, and that's just how well you can time the hits. Precision, and that's really just gonna be how accurately you can execute. And the last one is gonna be input for the input, how you input the Z counter. Okay, so here's where timing comes into place. Right here is where I typically want to be once I want to start up my input for a Z counter. Usually once you get like comfortable with the timing and everything, just kind of placing it right here, most of the time it will land. But keep in mind that the more you Z counter, each consecutive time you Z counter, the pace will change. So you'll see in these other examples that it'll speed up. Okay, I'm sure you saw those speed changes right there. So typically what I see is that if you counter the very first hit they throw out, the next one is kind of like a normal speed. And then after that first normal one, then the speed will pick up just a little bit, then it picks up again. So again, I'm gonna go through these in slow-mo and in regular time just so you can see the pace change. If you didn't notice that speed change in the last example, you definitely noticed it here just because it was so consecutive. I think I hit 4 right here, and you definitely saw the speed pick up. And that's really where the precision in this whole tool bag comes in. Just knowing where to pick your spots and just executing, like actually going through the motions and just doing it. It's going to take a lot of practice. Even I'm in the lab for a decent bit. I already knew how to Z counter before this patch and even in Tenkaichi 3, so it's not as hard for me as somebody as it is for somebody that's like first beginning, but it is going to take a little practice, especially now where the timing is actually being increased, so it's going to force you to adapt to that timing. And just for a sidebar, on that first set of examples with the Vegeta, notice that I had my camera angle on B. You can now change your camera angle like you could in Tenkaichi 3, so maybe the zoom option for you is a little easier for you to kind of use the timing for the Z counters. So I'm just using this one as an example and to show you that I can do it on both camera types and also do it with a different character, different setting. I know it may feel like the different characters have different timings or somehow. It does on defense as far as like timing. Android 13's timing is not going to be the same as like Final Form Cooler's timing. So get adjusted to certain characters that might have different timings on the defensive when Z countering, but again, this is just showing you different examples of how I Z counter with, again, a different camera angle and just, you know, overall a different map. Also, people, keep in mind that the timer for the Vanishing Wars are also different. For the first Vanish War, it's pretty much the same speed as it was like in regular before patch. And now post patch on the second Vanishing War, it's kind of like you got to time it at the last second because the timing is different. He kind of winds back a little more, and that's pretty much for everybody. So be aware of that, and the timings will change. The timings will reset if you Z counter as well. So just keep that in mind. Also, another thing to realize, y'all, like at least aim for the goal to at least try to get one Z counter in at least per exchange, at least just starting off. You're not gonna hit them all the time, even online with the lag considered. You're not always gonna hit them, so just be aware that, you know, the time is gonna be a little different and adjusted online, and that, you know, just start off with small goals rather than trying to get all 3, or because even I still mess these up, man. So it's completely normal. As far as duration or how long you should be trying to practice Z counters, man, I say just take it 10 minutes at a time, man. Take a 10-minute break in between and just try to get back at it again. Another thing you could do, just once you hit the small goal, take a little break. For example, once you hit 1 Z counter per exchange, then okay, let me take a little break. Now I want to go for 2. You hit 2, then go for another break, and then once you progress more, it'll get easier over time. And then you just kind of keep setting small goals for yourself. I want to hit 3 in a row before I just stop practicing, and you kind of just working in like that. The last thing we're gonna hit before we end this video is gonna be input selection. I've seen a lot of people do tutorials, and some of them say to hold the up pad while before you hit the square button. I know a lot of people say hold the analog up. Me personally, I'm literally just hitting up on a directional and square at the same time, simultaneously. So you can do it the other ways. However, I'm just letting you know, I personally input up and square literally at the same time. And that's just my preferred method. Feel free to do whatever you like. And that's going to conclude this video for all the tools you need to do successful Z counters in this new patch. If it's been a help, make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.